Our top focus continues to be on politics. The Congress getting ready to field younger candidates for the Lok Sabha polls. Union Finance Minister P Chidambaram has already pulled out of a contest. It seems the MP from Sivaganga in Tamil Nadu seems to be retiring from poll hustle, with the Congress giving the ticket to his son Karti instead. P Chidambaram has handed over the baton of Sivaganga to his son Karti. Reports are that this time it's going to be a tough contest. But in an exclusive interview to Headlines today, his first ever after getting the Lok Sabha ticket, Karti said that he was confident of retaining the seat for the Congress party.
In Sivaganga, it's a huge honor, and I'm looking forward to this electoral contest. The Congress unit in Sivaganga is very, very strong. Sivaganga has been a Congress seat since 1980. So on basis of the track record of the Congress party and the strength of the Congress unit, I'm very, very confident of this election. Every election is a challenge, but as I said, I'm looking forward to facing this challenge and the strength of the Congress party and the track record of our work in the constituency and in the track record of the programs of the UPA and the Congress party. So this is a new political reality in Tamil Nadu, that where all major political parties are contesting without significant political alliances. So this is a new situation, not only for us, but for everybody else. So we'll have to test this out and to see our relative strengths, not only in the whole state, but in particular constituencies.
But there are a lot of other issues that the other political parties are trying to look into, talk about the fishermen issue or the Sri Lankan Tamils issue, which is one of the reasons why your key ally DMK had, snapped ties in the past.
I think when people want to snap ties, they'll find an excuse. And when they want to have an alliance, they'll find an excuse to have an alliance. I think the Congress party has been very unfairly critiqued and criticized on the Sri Lankan issue. We will effectively counter it. The finance minister himself will lead those arguments. But we will also raise other issues, particularly the 3-year rule of the AIADMK government. There have been many tall promises made by the AIADMK, and we will highlight the fact that they have fallen short of most of their promises.
Right. And also, as far as the contesting of elections is concerned, even during the rallies, Chidambaram did speak that they have to pass it on to the younger generation. So why is it passing on to the younger generation, means sons and daughters?
I don't think that every young person who is contesting election necessarily comes from a political family. While I am my father's son, one must also realize that I've been working in the party for many, many years. I've been involved in every election since 1996. I've travelled extensively in the state. I've spoken in many Congress platforms. I articulate my views on many issues forcefully. So I've marked my time within the party. So I'm being given an opportunity after marking a reasonable amount of time. And I've not been fast-tracked into anything. While there is name recognition and there is this criticism, but one must also understand, while I shouldn't be picked because I'm my father's son, I shouldn't be discriminated because I'm my father's son.
And also, in these elections, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it's going to be a multi-cornered fight. And how difficult it is going to be for the Congress to fight alone after 16 years.
As I said, that's the reality for all political parties. The AIADMK has no alliances. The DMK has no national party. So everybody is facing the election in a new scenario. So I'm confident of my prospects and the party's prospects in Sivaganga.
And is there any possibility of Congress joining hands with the DMK post-polls?
I don't know what can happen post-polls. So let the elections get over. Let's all, we can only decide that, and those are not decisions which are in my hands. So we have to only see this after the elections.
Right. And one more question. What is road ahead for your father now that he has passed on the baton to you?
No, I think my father is going to continue in public life. He's going to continue in party politics. He's going to continue in working for the Congress party, and whatever opportunities the Congress party offers him, he will work within those opportunities, and he will be a very forceful campaigner for the Congress party in Tamil Nadu. My father will continue in politics and in public life. He has just opted out of an electoral race, that's all.
And here are the possible reasons because of which Chidambaram may have opted out of the race. First, he fears an anti-incumbency wave in Sivaganga after 10 years. The second is that he barely managed to make it to the winner's podium in 2009. The third is that he may get a Rajya Sabha route to Parliament for the Congress party. And the fourth reason is that he wants the seat to stay in the family fold. Let's get a word from our correspondent Ashar Ahmad Khan, who's joining us on the phone line from the national capital. Ashar, it seems that Chidambaram is getting ready to hang his boots as far as electoral politics is concerned, but clearly this is not the end of his political career.
Absolutely, it's not the end of his political career. In fact, in the last 3 months or so, what we heard from our sources that he had communicated to the party high command that he would not be interested in contesting elections. In fact, it would be better if his son did so, because his son has been managing his constituency all this while he's been managing the finance policies of the UPA government. So that is the reason he conveyed it to the party leadership. Initially, the party leadership was very reluctant because it did not want an impression to go that senior ministers do not have the stomach for a fight in these 2014 Lok Sabha elections. That is why the entire episode was put on hold. But eventually, the party high command gave in to Mr. Chidambaram's wishes, and his son was given the Lok Sabha ticket from Sivaganga parliamentary constituency.
All right, and Ashar, tell us a little more about the politics in Sivaganga. In the last elections in 2009, Chidambaram barely managed to win from there.
Absolutely, that is also an issue. In 2009 elections, it was a very close fight, and in fact, till the very last moment, there were reports coming in that Mr. Chidambaram would lose. So that has also been one consideration. Though it is not that he is a visitor to his constituency, he is there quite a few times, but other responsibilities also ensured that he kept away from his constituency, while on the other hand, his son has been working for the Congress party in the constituency. That is why eventually the Congress High Command also thought it prudent that his son should contest from Sivaganga.
All right, Chidambaram is clearly managing, wanting to keep this seat in the family fold. Chidambaram also saying that his son has actively been involved in activities and work on his constituency. Ashar Ahmad Khan, thanks so much for that update. We'll continue tracking developments.